Kim asks about thrift store clothes and yard sale clothes and washing them before I list them. All right, here's an interesting question, and I just want to point something out right here. I don't know if y'all see this, but if you see this name out and about, and I see you all over the place, you got to look at it backwards. It says Ford Pinto. It says, Kevin, you talked about watchers. I have some items that have over 200 watchers. That is amazing. Still not sold. Could I have it too high or just sit on it and see what happens? Thanks. So, no, I don't think it's too high. If you have that many watchers, if somebody's looking at something, then they don't think it's quite too high. They might think it's a little too high to buy it, but not too high to make it a watcher. So I would say it's not too high. However, with 200 watchers, it shouldn't take much. Just go out and send an offer just to knock a few bucks off, knock the minimum off to get the offer sent out, and you'll have a sale. I'm almost sure of it. Here's a question. Do you need a Georgia plate? I thought I had one. I just looked around the shed, and I don't have one on any bins for sure. So I think there'll be 37 bins in all. So I don't know. You better hurry. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, and God bless you too. Question from Matthew. This must be a Liberty University guy here. It says, did I hear a lot of new Liberty merch coming soon? Yeah, it's probably by the time you see this question on the Commonwealth Flipper channel here, you may actually see it up in the store, so go check it out. Hey, I want to show y'all something. Check this out. It's out my window of the shed. What do you think of that? Love it. Question from Trisha, and Trisha is a new reseller. She says, hi Kevin, love your family and your videos. Well, thank you. Can you tell me what a BOLO is? So BOLO means be on the lookout, something you should be looking for to sell. So hopefully that helps. All right, here we got a question here. I like to listen to CWP or CWF mixtapes. I think he's referring to the bluegrass music we put on when we speed up our shipping. What's your choice of coffee? I drink Maxwell House, and you've seen my answer down here. And I like Death Wish coffee when I'm at school sometimes to give me a good kick in the pants. And I get that from Coin Boy, so appreciate it. Question from Mike about 35mm cameras. He says, what is your testing process? I have a pile, but some take special batteries, and I can't be paying $13 to test 25-cent camera. So I hear you. So I keep some of those batteries around, and I just pop them in and pop them out and make sure everything turns on and functions. I don't do a full test of them. I just make sure it turns on and clicks and does all that stuff. So hopefully that helps. Question from Eric. Do the Pentax cameras sell pretty good, or is it just the digital ones now? So actually, no. The old 35mm Pentax cameras, if they're in good shape, depending on the model, but some of them sell really, really well. So definitely keep an eye out for those. My favorite kind of question. Do you need a license plate from Minnesota? I don't think we have one from Minnesota. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure we don't. Thanks. All right, question from Ford Pinto. Hey, Kevin, question about shipping two PS2 Guitar Heroes together. Oh, in their boxes. So you have them in their boxes. That's interesting. All right, so how would I ship them? I think what I would do is, since they're in their boxes, you're just going to have to find the right size box, or you can Frankenbox something down to fit both of them in it. Probably going to be a Frankenbox unless you want to go out in these times and go out searching for a box. So that's the best guess I have. And it's going to be at that size. It's almost certainly going to be either FedEx or UPS. Michael asks, does your shed have air and or heat like Lonnie's shed? So it has heat. I have a little floor unit, and you can see it. It doesn't look like a heater, but it is. And we are in the process of trying to pick out an air conditioner, and they're a little bit pricey for my budget, but we are going to have to get it. Today was the warmest day in a long time, and I looked at my wife and I said, wow, I was wondering if we should fix this internet problem first or get air conditioner. We need to get an air conditioner. So it'll probably be a window unit, and it's coming quick, I hope. I just love this question. Every time I see it, I have to answer it. Whenever we have new viewers, they're always asking, well, not all of them. Some of them figure it out pretty quick. But Miguel, I guess it's Miguel, Thrift Store Miguel. What is an Enaman? Well, normally I tell people to look up enema and plush and put the two together. But let's just say it gets things moving out of humans, and it apparently gets things moving out of eBay stores. Thanks for the question. All right, shameless plug here. JC Broomfield. If I click on a link, this is an affiliate link, but move around and purchase other size or such, do you still earn something? Actually, yeah. You know, it's funny. I don't know who buys them, but I can tell what people buy. Sometimes people click on a link and it shows that they bought deodorant or soap or whatever, women's underwear, I don't know, whatever it is. And yes, we get a little bit of a portion, depending on the item. Could be 1%, 2%, whatever. But yeah, you can buy whatever you want, and that goes for anybody. So if you watch anybody's channel, big or small, and they have a few affiliate links, and you're buying something that you would typically buy anyways, it's just a nice way to say thank you. So thanks for thinking of us. And I see the $5 clothes in the Brady Bunch comment. I love it. Kim asks about thrift store clothes and yard sale clothes and washing them before I list them. So it just depends. If the clothes have an odor or if there's something on them, we're going to wash them. We're definitely going to wash them. Now, if they're new with tags, we're not going to wash them. If they're new with tags and have some kind of an odor or something on them, then yeah, we'll have to take tag off and wash it. That happens once in a blue moon. Doesn't happen very often. And of course, once you do that, you're not going to sell them new with tags anyways. But hopefully that answers your question. It's just, I'd just say use common sense. That's what we do. Question from Jason. Hi, Kevin. I'm wanting to start selling on eBay and was wondering when to use free boxes from the post office or whether to use a box that you would buy. Thanks for your time. Love watching both channels. So I'm going to give you a couple parts to this question. One, hopefully you don't have to buy any boxes, at least early on when you're not doing a lot of volume. You should be able to find some free ones. Now, maybe not in times like this, so you might need to get some shipped to you because we're not supposed to be going out. So that may be an issue. I would say that the post office boxes, the ones that are free, are all priority mail, and you would use those when you're shipping priority mail. But anything first class, you're going to need to have your own box. Or if you're shipping somewhere else, if you're shipping through FedEx, of course, you can't use the priority mail boxes. Interesting question from Cabby, and I see JC answered it, and I'm going to elaborate on it in just a second. Basically, the question is, how long is a printed label valid? I'll just first start by saying I'm not sure, and I haven't looked up the answer, but I can give you some anecdotal evidence here. I've printed off a label and shipped the item 4 days later, and it was a complete accident that the item slid between my door and my passenger seat, and it got there and there was no problems. So I like JC's answer here. You can change the date on the label before you print it. If anybody knows the answer to that or is willing to look it up, chime in the comments, and that'd be nice, and I might just go do that myself and chime in myself. All right, here's the question from King Stewie. Hey, love the videos. Are most of your listings buy it now or are they auction? I've been listing a while and have always wondered which is the best. So different things are better on auction, but 99% of the stuff is better on buy it now. That's the short answer. I do have a video on the Commonwealth Flipper channel, which if you're listening to this, is this channel. And you can look it up in the how-to playlist, and it answers that question a little bit more fully. This question is from Dave over at Midwest Picker, and if you're a new eBayer, he is a great resource. He's a great guy, too, and he puts out some good content. So he says, hey, Kevin, I'm curious if you're sourcing online, or do you have a massive death pile to list from? I would say that we have probably 400 items at least to list, so we'll be busy for a little while for sure.